TikTok is accused in a series of new US lawsuits of being addictive and dangerous for young users and older ones too, I suspect. What is about the new forms of the media and entertainment? It's an age-old refrain. It goes back. Look, it's not new, this idea. Go back to when it cost a nickel to see a silent movie. And now look at the headlines from the New York Times on those silent movies. In the 1940s, there were warnings about movies, radio, and comic books. In the 1980s, television was going to dumb us all down and make us all stupid. And two decades later, video games. Video games were trying to limit youth access. Well, what's new here is TikTok's powerful algorithm, which creates an endless stream of short-form videos. And so that's why the attorneys general of 13 states and DC say it's designed to be irresistible. TikTok says the lawsuits are misleading. Andrea Campbell is the Attorney General of Massachusetts, who says the company wants people glued to its app.
It is not a fair fight. Companies are employing the most gifted of engineers and deploying the most sophisticated technology just for the purpose of addicting our young people. This is no accident. Rather, it's a result of TikTok intentionally designing its platform to keep our young people glued to their screens, all in the name of profit.
Domenic Romano is the founder and managing partner of Romano Law. Dominic's with me in New York. Domenic, look, I sort of beg to say that we've known this for a long time. There are many apps which are all designed with the reward, pleasure, dopamine hit in the very core of the algorithm. That part is not new. So what is so different here?
Correct. And you pointed out in the segment, but what's different here is the states are noticing that there is an intentional coercive design here, intending addiction, so intending endless scrolling. So the U.S. Surgeon General has noted that in the years of the ascendancy of social media, between 2009 and 2019, there's been a 40% increase in youth depression and a 60% increase in teen suicide. The allegation is that these apps are increasing teen anxiety, depression, and body dysmorphia.
But a lot of apps use the same concept. Maybe they're not as aggressive on the algorithm, but Instagram or, I mean, they're all going to write to me and tell me that they don't.
Good point. Yes, Instagram and Facebook. And there's a similar case by the attorneys general against those platforms. But here, look, TikTok has approximately 49 million daily users. Of those, and it's supposed to be only for users 13 of age, but of the 49 million users, one third are aged 14 and under. It is a platform that skews to a younger demographic, and these are very serious concerns that the states have, and internal documents show an intention for that coercive design, that dopamine-inducing scrolling. And the difference, you pointed out films and comic books, the difference is here, you can be on these apps forever. In the New York case notes, when social media becomes the bedtime companion of our teens, it steals their sleep and, in turn, their mental health.
So what do they want? Because one level, I mean, the drug pusher at the schoolyard gate, you can lock up and deny access. How are you going to tell TikTok that part of your algorithm has to go? That bit's questionable to begin with. No, we're going to ban it here and there. And by the way, if you do that, you've got a load of youngsters who are already addicted, and that's going to cause a withdrawal in its own right anyway.
Yes, but the solution is not to give up. The solution is not to surrender. So far, there have been community guidelines, there's been self-regulation. Clearly, that hasn't worked. So if we can, by analogy, look at what happened in the tobacco litigation or the big pharma litigation, in tobacco, it ended in a $200 billion settlement and a $1.5 billion anti-smoking campaign. I think you're going to see greater awareness of parents and the general population of how harmful some of these platforms can be, especially to young users.
So do you believe, I mean, there's obviously the role of education, there's the role of parents in all of this. But if this is being deliberately constructed to be addictive, then the only solution is not to have access to it, because that's like saying, just go off and do a little bit of drugs and you'll be fine, even if it may be, even though it's highly addictive. Are we at the point where we are saying that TikTok cannot be used in a safe way?
Well, if you're saying that the platform should only be used by people 13 and over, and your internal documentation shows that 1/3 of your users are 14 years of age or younger, that's definitely something that the platform is going to have to answer to.
Sir, I'm grateful. Thank you. We'll talk more about it. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.